I've got Henry and Tinyiko here, both from the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town. And I've been talking with you a little bit about the platform for change that we're launching for next year, the 20th anniversary of the Cape Town Declaration. So we really want to try and accelerate people's learning about what's worked and what's not worked. It's not just about successes, failure is important to learning as well. And I just wondered how you feel about sharing some of your experiences at the V&A Waterfront on this platform for change.
Hi, Harold, and thank you once again for having us. I think in response to the question, the starting point for me would really be to look at what the status quo has been up until now. And you look at sort of what market environments we've been living in globally, the acceleration of globalization, capitalism has worked for a select few around the world, and whilst it has created great wealth around the world, has created great wealth for a very small percentage of the population globally, with inequality rising particularly strongly in the global south. I think there's been a strong realization by businesses, but particularly by consumers voting with their cash, that the status quo can no longer go ahead. And you do not operate purely within a silo, absent of the community that you serve. So it's no longer sustainable for businesses, for institutions, organizations globally, to operate in what was a very traditional manner, one that was all about hoarding wealth and hoarding value. If we do not seriously reconsider who we're creating value for and who shares in the value, the sustainability of our collective ecosystems is at serious risk. And this is one that we've seen through to the economy, through to communities, and through to the environment as well, that it's a collective effort that will pull us through some of the toughest challenges that we face as a species, or as a planet for that matter. So what is the purpose of solving for a challenge if you're going to find sole benefit in that? I believe there is no purpose unless you're sharing that. And I think it's a belief that my organization that I represent, the V&A Waterfront, believes in as well. It's critical that we contribute in a collective spirit in creating a platform for change, in sharing every single bit of new innovation, new technology that could solve for some of the biggest challenges that cities face across the globe. I think it's therefore critical for us to utilize platforms such as the WTM Responsible Tourism Awards and the platform for change to share as much as we can in the creation of this Creative Commons to enable impact at scale for more than just private companies, but for communities and for the environment as well.
Henry, thanks for that. And you know, for those people who don't know, you've been at the heart of the efforts from the V&A to benefit the smaller producers, particularly through the various initiatives you've had with the SMMEs around Cape Town and building those small businesses into bigger businesses, which is an incredible piece of work, I think. Tinyiko, you come from a different part of the V&A background. I can't remember actually ever talking to the head of marketing in a responsible tourism business before. I genuinely think this is the first time. But what's extraordinary for me about your face when you won the awards and the genuine excitement, I think you were genuinely surprised to get the global award. But you've got skills, frankly, with the platform for change, which are invaluable, I think, for the responsible tourism movement, in the sense that you understand marketing. And I don't think we've been very good at marketing responsible tourism, if I'm honest. But I just wondered how you feel about the platform for change.
Sure. My personal feelings towards it, as well as my professional feelings, are that it's timely and it's needed because there is work to be done. Henry has articulated it so beautifully, but there's work to be done. It's messy work, it's hard work, but it's good work that needs to be done, and it's kind work. And I guess my vested interest in as far as being a marketer is concerned is because I'm really passionate about purpose-led marketing. And to work for and be part of an organization that is purpose-led is honestly an absolute privilege and a gift, because it gives you beautiful territory to not just do the work, but be in alignment with your own personal values. And for us, when we think about being purpose-led, as Henry has articulated, it's firstly acknowledging that there's dysfunction in the world. Like, don't put your head in the sand. Let's not sugarcoat it. Things are dysfunctional, and there's discourse. But in that vein, there's also an opportunity for organizations to take a stand. And when you take a stand, you have to take a stand on things that matter to you as an organization, and to do so authentically, because people can see right through anything that comes across as being contrived and fake and just rolling with the narrative and rolling with the zeitgeist. And then lastly, in the context of doing the work, for us, what's most important is to give hope, and sharing our stories and being part of WTM and putting that application forward and just taking a chance, like take a chance, is part of giving people hope that there are businesses out there that whose intentions always come from the right place and are willing to roll up their sleeves and do the messy, hard work. So I feel like platforms like this, Platform for Change, give us an opportunity to share the work, to share the narrative, and to give hope.
Thank you to both of you for an extraordinary interview, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you very much indeed for your time this morning.